Hey guys, and welcome to another video. Today I'm here with the Pepe bracelet, but this time I'm making the Pepe on the loom. And this actually isn't very hard compared to the hook version. It's just as easy, I think. But again, like I said, many of you people like to do stuff on the loom, so I figured I would do this for you guys. So let's get started. So you're going to need to pick out some band colors for your little dot dashy things, and you're going to pick out a background color for your 4 fishtails and 4 C-clips to finish up your bracelet. And you can use any loom for this. I'm just picked out, a side pin bar from the rainbow loom. You can use the whole loom and just use the edge of it. I just like to take it off because it's easier to demonstrate with it like this. But anyways, let's get started. So what you're going to do to start off is, on any of your pegs really, you're going to twist a band in a figure 8 shape on 2 of them. And then you're going to do it on the next pair. Make sure that these don't overlap, by the way. Do another one on the next pair. And another one on the next one. So it looks something like this. And then you're going to add your first colored band to in between in the very middle. So actually you're going to take it, put it on these 2 bands, but then you're going to twist it like this. So it becomes a cap band and it's double looped on the pegs. I think I'm going to tilt my camera. It should be easier for you guys to see this way. And I think my camera's out of focus, so let me refocus it. Alright, that's better. Now to continue on, just going to press this down, and then you can retwist your bands over it. And now you're going to place 2 white bands over each twisted band. And then you're just going to loop the cap band, the twisted band, over the top 2 on each side. And now you're going to take this cap band in the very middle and you're going to pull it over on each side. And then you can push this down. And now, after you've done this, you're going to add in your second color. So you're going to pick up 2 of your next color, and what you're going to do is you're going to lift these 2 up between the white bands that you haven't put a cap band under yet. You're going to cap it on this peg and then put these 2 white bands back on. Then you're going to pull these off for now. Then you're going to pull your cap band onto this hook, this peg, like that. Push it down, and then put your 2 bands back on. So your cap band should be underneath here. And you're doing this in the gap that you have not put a cap band in yet. And then you're going to do the same thing in this other gap right here. Again, pull your bands off, put the cat band on the peg, push it down, and then put the bands back. And you're going to pull these off. Put your cat bands on your peg. Push them down. And then put your bands back on. So now it looks like this on both sides. And now you're going to put one white band over each pair of white bands. Here, 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 and here. Then you're going to loop the bottom white over. Now you can pull your cat bands over. Now you're going to add your next color. And you're only going to need one this time since you're doing the center again. And again, you're going to pull these off, put your band on, then put them back. And again, you're going to pull these off, put your cat band on that peg. And then you can put your white bands back on. And then you're going to do the same thing, adding white band over every pair of white bands. And then pulling the bottom white over each time. And then you can pull your cat band over. And you can already see it start to take form here. And over here too. But next you're going to add your two cat bands. Which I'm using blue for, 2 blues. And you're going to repeat the same steps that you did before, adding it here and here. Basically the places where you didn't just add a cat band. So again, you're going to do the same thing, finding the gap where you placed the last one, placing a cat band there again. And then pulling these off. And I think I'm going to grab another hook because I like to use one hook to hold the bands and then use the other hook to grab your cat bands. So if you have 2 hooks, then I think you should use them because it would make this part a lot easier. And you're going to go to the other side. Sorry my nails aren't fancy, I'm just going to give them like a week to breathe, since I think putting polish on your nails like weakens them or something. And you know, crafters, we don't want weak nails, that's bad. Alright, now that I've done that, I'm going to add my 4 white bands as normal on my pairs of white bands that I have. And then I'm going to loop the bottom of band of the 3 over on every peg. And then you can loop your cat bands over. Push everything down. Alright, so like I said, you can see everything form. It will shrink down a lot. See, it's only supposed to be this wide. So as you keep going, it will shrink down a lot. And you're just going to repeat those processes, placing your cat band in the middle, placing the 4 white bands, looping them over, and then looping your cat band over. Then placing your 2 cat bands near the ends, putting your white bands on, pulling the whites over, and then pulling those cat bands over. It's a pretty simple process, and I'm just going to stop here. You guys can continue on to finish your bracelet, and I'll come back to show you how to finish it. Alright, I'm back. I've made this long enough to fit around my wrist. And to finish it up, what you do is you put a white band on each of your pairs of white bands. And you're going to start finishing it up after you've looped over your cat bands. And then you're just going to pull the bottom band over on each peg like you've been doing normally. And then you're going to do it again with the remaining band that's underneath. And you can't pull them both over at the same time because that would make it look less clean when you finish up your bracelet. Anyways, after you've done that, then you're going to pull your hook through a pair of bands like that. And then you can just take your clip and clip it. And repeat with the other bands. And it should look something like this. And then to clip the other side, you just find the cat band, take your clip, and clip it. Then you repeat that with the other 3. And there's your bracelet. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.